the road we were in is a country lane. Somebody came along who had nothing to do with any of our peaceful protest and decided to spray the ULEZ van, and unfortunately got my husband's car as well, with expanding foam. With that, the security guys got onto the security car, pulled them in, and also phoned the police at the same time. Once the security car had arrived, they've decided to go. They didn't use that word, but they decided to go. While the van was pulling out, it was pushing over another protester who, like, they wouldn't. He couldn't get out of the way because the van was coming towards him the whole time. So in effect, that was assault. Somebody shouted to me, or shouted, "Don't let them go," because they'd committed a crime. Police were already on their way. They weren't waiting for the police. They're the ones that called them. Anyway, I stood in front, the van had gone, and I stood in front of the security car with my banner. I had a full high-vis jacket on, like a builder's type one. There's no way could they not have seen me. I was in front of them when the passenger got into the car, which was stationary. I was in front of the car at that point, and then the car started moving towards me. I was probably a metre or so away from it to start with, and I saw the passenger go like that to the driver, as if to say, "You keep going." And with that, they did. I couldn't by that time get out of the way because they knocked me in the legs, which then pushed me onto the bonnet, and then I was sort of hobbling to try and get away. I thought I was going to go under the car, to be perfectly honest with you. And with that, they just went.
How badly hurt were you?
The ambulance was called. I couldn't put any weight at all on the leg to start with, not until I got these crutches yesterday afternoon. The ambulance, I couldn't even get in the ambulance. I had to actually turn around and sit my bottom on the floor of the ambulance and drag myself in backwards to get into the ambulance. Then they couldn't get me off the floor. They had to give me gas and air to get me the pain relief, to be able to get them to lift me up to put me onto the bed thing. I've got bruising on my ankle, both shins, my knee, and also the top part of my thigh here is very sore. No visible bruising at the moment, but I'm expecting bruising to come out. And I've got a couple of cuts and etc. on my arms.
How do you feel about what happened to you?
I'm absolutely disgusted. I was so in shock. I was trembling, I was shaking. I just couldn't believe that they could actually deliberately drive at us when we were peaceful. We had nothing to do with any other aggravation, incidents, anything like that. Especially me. I've been to 3 or 4 of these. That's all I'm doing is holding a banner. That's all we're doing to block the camera, which is illegal. We're not touching their van, we're not touching them. Do
you regret putting yourself at risk?
No, I'll go back out there with my crutches today if they turn up, because they can't be allowed to get away with this. I do believe